All right, everybody, this is White House 1600 DC now. Arise Liberty at youtube.com. Arise Liberty. And liberty is arising, ladies and gentlemen. Over a month ago, I issued a challenge. To gun control advocates to come on Google Plus and debate me live on the issue of gun control. Apparently we don't know the Constitution. Apparently we don't know the Second Amendment. Apparently we know nothing of the semi-automatic rifle. So, as a bunch of dumb, ignorant hicks, I thought they would be lined up to debate me. They haven't thus far. Our enemy is a paper tiger. Dangerous, yes, but a paper tiger nonetheless. Piers Morgan has been repeatedly defeated in debates with the Refusnik, Young Marine, by Alex Jones, by Larry Pratt. They don't really want to debate the issue. Because if you debate the issue and you get away from my stats versus your stats, which is a trap we always fall into, it's pretty easy to whip these guys and whip them good. So I'm reissuing that call. You support gun control, man up. Let's have a live debate. Make me look like a fool. It should be so easy to do. Because after all, we're a bunch of ignorant, uneducated slobs, right? Now the next issue. The center of the gun control debate, the center of gravity is way off, ladies and gentlemen. As long as we are debating these people, and it's your stats versus our stats universe, if we begin with the presupposition that you can regulate firearms on a federal basis, then we lose. There is no constitutional authority for the BATF. No federal gun law, including the Brady Law, and the instant background check system is constitutional. Now, there might, of course, be people who think that that's a good idea. They ought to implement that on a state basis. But through the 14th Amendment, the Constitution's Bill of Rights, and the unenumerated rights, the states are subject to those. Big mistake, ladies and gentlemen, if the law were to be followed. Because that would render all gun control unconstitutional. But where we need to change the center debate, and I haven't seen it done, is for gun rights advocates to flat out tell the controllers, look, you want to do this, amend the Constitution. Because the Constitution clearly states the right to keep and bear arms, specifically military-type arms, as was designated in a Supreme Court decision from the 1930s, are completely protected by the Constitution. In fact, that's what the Constitution meant. The Founding Fathers, of course, were protecting hunting rifles, target rifles, whatever. Target shooting wasn't even in the lexicon at the time of the Second Amendment because it was a waste of powder when you could go out and get some meat. More often, people use their guns for hunting, self-defense, and for military preparedness. Well, we need to call these little controllers out and say, come on, amend the Constitution. Get some balls, go out there, amend the Constitution. Let me ask you a question. The Second Amendment said the right to an abortion shall not be infringed. Do you think they would use that in an argument as the center place of their argument? Of course they would. They'd say no legislation can regulate this because it says not infringe. Infringe means controlled, regulated, no regulation. That's all it does. That's all it does. It forbids the federal government from regulating firearms. And that is superior to the Commerce Clause. So basically, if you go back to the Constitution, you would say, yes, Congress can regulate interstate commerce, but if it's a firearm, the feds have no say. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. What a joke. Those are the words of a slave nation, ladies and gentlemen. You ought to be able to brew your own beer, grow your own tobacco, set up a roadside stand, sell cigarettes, manufacture your own firearms, and sell them to anybody who wants them. We have gone so far from the original intent of the Constitution that we can't even see straight. We got to get back to original intent, get back to the words of the founders. I, for one, am not surrendering my firearms. The federal police forces have no constitutional right to own a firearm. Do you realize that? It's all by fiat. It's all by legislation. The king has spoken, and the federal police agencies will have machine guns. But you know what? They don't have a constitutional right to that. We do. The people. I mean, what if the Constitution says a well-regulated security apparatus being necessary to a safety state, the right of the federal government to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed? What if it read that way? What would that mean? We are dealing with underhanded, dishonest communists. In fact, the Communist Party USA has come out in favor of gun control. Ladies and gentlemen, the offer stands. Come and debate me. If you're man enough, if you're woman enough, come and debate me. Make me look like a fool, because apparently I'm too ignorant to know history. All right, everybody, be sure to comment, subscribe, and share this commentary. Arise, liberty! Liberty is arising in the hearts and minds of our nation. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.